Hello everybody! Today is our last day, the final day of this 30 and 30 series. I popped some champagne, but it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Maybe after this. One thing before I wrap this whole shindig up, a massive thank you. Thank you to those who have followed, thank you to those who have personally reached out, thank you to those who have voiced their opinions. It means a great deal to me. And if you've enjoyed one video, 2 videos, 10 seconds of a video, and are curious about some of those that you may have missed, I mention this about every time, but the long form post above in the link, you may have to click to see more, has all the videos I've created for this series, as well as a number of great sources if you want to take a deeper dive. Okay, so on to our 30th mental model. What better way to finish than to talk about consistency? I find the commitment and consistency bias so interesting. We as humans are naturally subjective and emotional beings. When we say or do something, we better not waver. We better believe it and stay consistent with those ideals, even when new evidence presents itself or we are questioned by others. Our commitments formulate our self-beliefs, and they result in action that further promotes that commitment. This is why bettors at horse tracks always feel more confident about their bets after they put them in. And many will even tend to double down. Here's the scary part. The more we're down the rabbit hole, the more we invest into that idea, whether time or money, and the more sunk costs we accumulate. Casinos know this better than anyone. As you can imagine, we're also horrible at making attempts to disconfirm ourselves. Confirmation bias plays a major factor alongside commitment and consistency bias, as we tend to seek information that justifies previous action. That way, it's easier to maintain a positive self-image. Part of this is also our desire to appear right and reasonable in front of others. Society values consistency and conviction. Those who are inconsistent tend to be equated to being two-faced or confused. Our society simply heralds personal strength and stability, which further nudges our subconscious to maintain consistency. Eminem was right when he said, "I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would you say I am?" This flows into others' influence over us and is prevalent in how we are sold things. Free trials is a great example of commitment bias. By just getting us to make the smallest of a commitment, we often find ourselves locked into a greater agreement, even if we're not 100% sure on it. This is called the foot in the door technique. By persuading an individual to agree to a small request, they will be more likely to comply with larger related requests. Once somebody has our self-image where they want it to be, we will comply naturally with a set of requests that adhere to the new self-view. But it's not all that bad. Commitment bias ensures that we have an inclination to make promises that we can keep, that we don't procrastinate, that we keep to the goals that we set for ourselves. That's a wrap. That's all she wrote for the series. Again, I've had some wild fun with this, and I'm so appreciative for your participation along the way. Which was your favorite mental model? How are you seeing the world differently? Would love to hear your comments. I'm spending the next week and a half building a website to host all of these videos and preparing for my next series, which is going to be especially fun, very involved, and one in which I'm going to be asking your help with. So tune in shortly for more details. Can't wait.